Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of LAKERS, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
Lakers news. LUKA Dončić opens up about why he always plays for the Slovenian national team. LUKA Dončić didn't enter the NBA as an unknown international prospect. By the time he was drafted in 2018, he had already built an impressive resume in Europe, dominating in the EuroLeague and shining for the Slovenian national team. His talent was undeniable, and now years later, he's wearing the purple and gold of the Los Angeles Lakers, stepping into the spotlight as one of the franchise's brightest hopes for the future. With Lakers legends like Magic Johnson and Robert Horry already sending messages of support and expectation, the pressure is on. But Doncic knows the drill. He hears the talk, the doubts, the predictions, and he's ready to prove why he's built for this. This off-season won't exactly be a break for LUKA. Alongside preparing for his first full campaign with the Lakers, he's also gearing up to represent Slovenia once again. Despite the grueling NBA schedule, Doncic remains deeply committed to playing for his country. On the Mind the Game podcast with LeBron James and Steve Nash, he explained why. The fans' passion, that's the reason I suit up every year. I play for the pride, for the love of representing my country. Slovenia might be small, but we live for sports. We've got world-class cyclists, skiers, you name it. The energy the fans bring, the way the whole country rallies behind us. I think we give a lot back, and that connection is something truly special. LUKA has been a cornerstone of the Slovenian national team for years, and his loyalty continues to inspire. While many players today take a step back during the off-season to rest or focus on individual training, LUKA leans into the challenge. He doesn't shy away from the extra work, it fuels him. In fact, his summer play could be a blessing for the Lakers. It means he'll arrive at training camp in peak condition, mentally and physically sharp. And with the 2025-26 season shaping up to be a critical one for the Lakers, every bit of preparation counts. Doncic will need to be at the top of his game to guide this storied franchise deep into the playoffs. Why LUKA Dončić says scoring is easier in the NBA than in Europe. When it comes to offense, LUKA Dončić is a magician. Whether it's hitting step-back threes, finding teammates with pinpoint passes, or bullying defenders in the post, there's almost nothing he can't do. So when he said it's easier to score in the NBA than in Europe, it turned heads. But Doncic didn't say it to provoke. He had a clear reason behind the claim. In Europe, defenses are tighter, spacing is more limited, and the physicality is different. The NBA, with its faster pace and wider lanes, creates more opportunities for skilled players like LUKA to take control. And that's exactly what he plans to do in Los Angeles. The conversation around Doncic's comments stirred up debate among basketball fans and analysts on both sides of the Atlantic. Some took his statement as a slight to the NBA, while others saw it as a testament to just how tough and disciplined European basketball can be. But for Doncic, it wasn't about making comparisons to provoke. He was simply speaking from experience. In Europe, there's no defensive 3-second rule, Doncic said. The paint is always crowded. The game is more physical, and teams are better at team defense. Every possession feels like a chess match. His take echoed what other international stars like Giannis Antetokounmpo and Nikola Jokic have hinted at in the past, that the European game, though perhaps less glamorous, often demands more discipline, more precision, and more grit. Back in Los Angeles, fans are embracing LUKA with open arms. Since the blockbuster trade that brought him to the Lakers, the buzz around the team has reached new heights. Ticket sales have spiked, his jersey is flying off the shelves, and social media is flooded with clips of his dazzling footwork, no-look passes, and fearless scoring. The Lakers front office is all in on LUKA, positioning him as the centerpiece of the team's next championship run. And with LeBron James entering the twilight of his career, Doncic represents both the present and the future of Lakers basketball. The media has also been quick to react. ESPN analysts have already penciled the Lakers into the top tier of Western Conference contenders, largely due to Doncic's arrival. On TNT, Charles Barkley praised the move. This kid's special. He's not afraid of the moment, and LA is built for stars like him. But with the praise comes pressure. Expectations are sky high, and LUKA knows it. He's not just here to put on a show, he's here to win. As he prepares to take the floor this summer with Slovenia and then shift gears into Lakers training camp, Doncic is keeping his mindset steady and his goals clear. At the end of the day, I just want to compete. Whether it's with my national team or in the NBA, I give it everything. That's how I've always played. That's how I'll keep playing. LUKA's story is still being written, but it's already shaping up to be one of the most exciting chapters in recent Lakers history. Whether it's wearing his country's colors or donning the purple and gold, he's not just playing for wins, he's playing for legacy. Dalton Knecht hopes to share the court with LeBron James for 5 to 10 more years. As the Lakers head into another pivotal offseason, the biggest question mark hanging in the air is LeBron James' future. At 40 years old and after 22 seasons in the NBA, it's natural that he's taking his time to reflect before committing to another year. The end may be near, but it's LeBron James we're talking about, and counting him out has never been a smart move. One of LeBron's newest teammates, Dalton Knecht, certainly isn't ready to say goodbye just yet. In fact, he's hoping this ride with the King is just getting started. When asked about LeBron's future, Knecht had nothing but optimism. He told me he could play another 5 to 10 years, Knecht told TMZ, smiling. So yeah, maybe I'll be playing with Bron for the next decade. Why not? Knecht, still early in his own NBA journey, has already shared the floor with some of the league's biggest names, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and now LUKA Dončić. His rookie season was anything but predictable. After a breakout start, Knecht was traded to the Charlotte Hornets at the deadline in a deal that eventually fell apart when the Lakers failed Mark Williams' physical. The result? Knecht returned to LA and finished the season strong, grateful for the second chance to keep wearing purple and gold. Still, his future in Los Angeles is uncertain. As the Lakers look to reshape their roster, Knecht's name continues to surface in trade rumors. He's considered one of the most valuable young assets on the team, and with LA reportedly eyeing a reliable center, his inclusion in a potential deal is very much on the table. But if he stays, he's ready to keep building something special alongside LeBron. Sure, 5 to 10 more years of LeBron James might sound far-fetched. But this is LeBron, someone who's redefined longevity, discipline, and what it means to be great in the modern NBA. If anyone can keep going into his mid-40s, it's him. LeBron on LUKA Dončić, he plays at his own pace. One reason LeBron might be open to extending his career is the arrival of another superstar talent, LUKA Dončić. With LUKA now in the mix, LeBron doesn't have to carry the same load he once did. And if there's anyone LeBron respects on the court, it's the Slovenian sensation. When asked what makes Doncic so unique, James had high praise. It's always been his pace, LeBron said. No matter who's guarding him, faster guys, stronger guys, he never lets anyone dictate his rhythm. He plays at his speed. He controls the game. LeBron emphasized that Doncic's ability to slow the game down, make the right reads, and deliver highlight-level passes is something only a few players in NBA history have ever been able to do. We all have to stay ready when we're on the floor with him, he added. Because the ball can find you at any moment. And that's a beautiful thing. It keeps defenses guessing, it keeps us engaged, and it's exactly the kind of playmaking that can win big games. As the Lakers look ahead to the 2025-26 season, the combination of veteran wisdom and youthful talent could prove to be a perfect blend. Whether or not Knecht remains a part of that equation, or LeBron truly has another decade in him, one thing is clear: the Lakers are positioning themselves for another era of greatness, and no one's ready to close the book just yet. The possibility of LeBron James extending his career, especially alongside rising talent like Dalton Knecht and fellow star LUKA Dončić, has Lakers fans buzzing with cautious optimism. While it's still unclear whether James will officially commit to another season, the mood inside the organization suggests a sense of quiet confidence. Behind the scenes, team executives are reportedly working under the assumption that LeBron will return. According to league insiders, the front office has been consulting with him on off-season moves, draft decisions, and potential trade scenarios, all signs that the four-time champion still plans to have a major influence on the Lakers' short-term future. And with good reason. LeBron is still performing at an elite level despite his age, averaging near triple-double numbers and anchoring the Lakers on both ends of the floor. The idea of pairing him with a dynamic facilitator like Doncic and a hungry young wing like Knecht has the makings of a balanced, dangerous roster, if they can keep it together. That, if is doing a lot of work. Dalton Knecht, while enthusiastic about the idea of playing with LeBron for years to come, finds himself in a precarious position. His strong rookie campaign has made him one of the Lakers' most tradable assets. Several teams are rumored to be monitoring his availability, especially franchises looking to get younger and add scoring depth on the wing. Industry buzz suggests that if the Lakers pursue a high-level center, or package a deal for another star, Knecht's name will almost certainly be included. The young forward has remained professional, but sources close to him say he's hoping to stay in LA, not only to keep learning under James and Doncic, but because he believes the team is building something special. This group could be really scary if it sticks together, one league scout said. You've got LUKA running the offense, LeBron still drawing attention every possession, and then guys like Knecht ready to explode on any given night. That's a playoff nightmare. Meanwhile, the basketball world continues to speculate on just how long LeBron can keep defying the odds. Analysts on ESPN and NBA TV have debated whether a 5 to 10 year window is even realistic. Most agree that while 10 might be a stretch, another 2 to 3 years of high-level play isn't out of the question, especially if the Lakers continue surrounding him with versatile, young teammates who can ease his burden. And that's the key: longevity through strategic balance. With Doncic taking more of the playmaking duties and Knecht, if he stays, providing youthful energy and scoring from the perimeter, LeBron may not need to be the nightly hero anymore. He can lead without overexerting himself, something he's hinted at wanting for years. As the offseason continues to unfold, all eyes remain on LA, not just because of who's staying or going, but because the decisions made now could define the next chapter of Lakers history. Whether it's one more year, 5, or a miraculous 10, LeBron James' story isn't over. And players like Dalton Knecht are hoping they get to be part of the next great era, right beside him. Lakers news: LeBron James calls out NBA Finals coverage, urges media to focus on the game. LeBron James has never shied away from speaking his mind, and once again, he's calling out what he sees as a glaring problem in how basketball is being covered today. In the age of social media, the conversation around the game has shifted. Thoughtful, in-depth analysis has often been replaced by hot takes and surface-level drama. And while the NBA is as popular as ever, LeBron believes the actual game, the X's and O's, the stories behind the players, is getting lost in the noise. On a recent episode of his podcast Mind the Game, co-hosted with Steve Nash, LeBron voiced his frustration with the media's lackluster coverage of the 2025 NBA Finals between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. Everyone's got a story, and there's so much to talk about when it comes to the Thunder and Pacers rosters. But are the people who are supposed to elevate our game actually doing their homework and telling those stories? It doesn't seem like it. There's no accountability, just opinions thrown out without any real knowledge or respect for the game. LeBron went on to emphasize how the media's outdated obsession with big market teams no longer holds weight in today's NBA. There was a time you had to be in LA, New York, or Chicago to be seen. That era is gone. With social media and 24/7 coverage, you can shine no matter where you play. The idea that small market teams don't matter? That's over. Look at this year's finals, OKC and Indiana. That narrative's done. He also highlighted the importance of teaching and talking about the game with more substance. We need to break down the game. We need to help fans connect with players, especially those outside the spotlight. If fans knew more about these guys from Indiana or Oklahoma City, they'd appreciate them so much more. LeBron pointed out that despite the finals featuring two smaller market teams, it's a reflection of the incredible depth of talent in today's league, something that deserves to be celebrated, not diminished. He criticized the media for often focusing on controversy or irrelevant narratives instead of showcasing the skill and heart that define these matchups. It's unfortunate the Pacers-Thunder series isn't being talked about for the basketball being played. The NBA should be proud, the games have been great, and the fans are showing up. LeBron reflects on the Orlando bubble, the purest form of basketball. LeBron also took a moment to reflect on his 2020 championship run in the NBA's Orlando bubble, calling it the purest form of basketball he's ever experienced. Stripped of outside noise, distractions, and media narratives, the bubble allowed players to focus entirely on the game. For LeBron, that level of intensity and authenticity is what basketball is truly about. LeBron's comments quickly sparked conversation across the basketball world. Fans, analysts, and even fellow players weighed in, many echoing his sentiments. Some praised him for once again using his platform to advocate for the integrity of the game. Others pointed out how rare it is for a superstar of his stature to consistently push for deeper, more thoughtful basketball discourse, especially during a time when quick content and controversy often dominate headlines. Former players like J.J. Redick and Kendrick Perkins chimed in, agreeing that media coverage has become too focused on narratives and not enough on actual basketball. Redick, now a prominent analyst himself, tweeted, "LeBron is right. We owe it to the game, and to fans, to go deeper. There's more happening on that court than just the box score or the headline moment." Even players currently in the finals felt compelled to respond. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Thunder's rising superstar, told reporters, "It means a lot when someone like Bron speaks up. We put in the work just like everyone else. Our stories matter too." Tyrese Halliburton of the Pacers added, "We know who we are. We've built something real in Indiana. Hopefully, what we're doing helps change the way people talk about teams like ours." Meanwhile, media personalities were split. Some took LeBron's critique personally, defending their editorial choices, while others acknowledged it as a much-needed wake-up call. In a segment on NBA Today, analyst Monica McNutt remarked, "LeBron's challenge isn't just to the media, it's to all of us who shape how this game is consumed. If we want fans to fall in love with more than just the stars in the biggest markets, we've got to tell better stories." And that's exactly what Mind the Game is aiming to do. Throughout the season, LeBron and Nash have broken down game film, explained plays, and shared insights rarely heard on traditional sports shows. Their podcast has become a rare space where the actual beauty and strategy of basketball are front and center. This latest episode, which quickly went viral, only reinforced the show's reputation as a fresh voice in basketball media. As the finals continue, so does the conversation. The Thunder and Pacers are proving on the court that small market teams belong on the biggest stage. Now the hope, as LeBron made clear, is that the media and fans alike will rise to meet the moment and give these athletes the recognition they deserve.